Hey Nora, are you reading my message? Don't ignore me.
Hi, Ella. I've told you many times, private texts are prohibited during working hours.
What are you talking about? You're a big jerk. It's okay because we're family. Anyway, I heard you're going on a business trip today.
Yes, I am. I told you this morning, didn't I? It's an overnight stay, so I'll be back tomorrow.
Of course you'll be back tomorrow. I feel sorry for Luke, coming home tired from work and his wife not being home. You've been married for 20 years now, so why don't you quit your job and dedicate to your family?
Are you talking about that again? Can you please stop that kind of text during working hours? Every time I have a break, I end up replying to you, so I can't really take a break. We can talk after work since we're living in the same house. I'm on the move, so I have to leave now. Please don't text me while I'm at work.
That's why I'm telling you to get your butt out of work. It's not like you're making much money anyway. And even if you quit, the business will run without a problem. And besides, the reason I don't have my grandchild is because you keep working, don't you think? You wear high-heeled shoes all year round and keep your body cool in an air-conditioned office. Infertility is caused by your lack of self-control. So you should just quit your job.
I understand what you are saying, but if I quit my job, I wouldn't be able to have a decent life. If I quit my job now, I would be in trouble. Besides, it's not easy to quit a job.
Well, what are you saying? You still insist that you can't live on Luke's earnings?
We've had the same conversation over and over again, and yes, that's what I'm saying.
It can't be true. Oh my God, I really wonder why a woman like you came to my family. A wife is supposed to stay home and support her husband, right?
What? What era are you talking about?
Huh?
I've arrived at my client's office, so I have to go now.
Hey Nora, are you still at work?
Hey Luke, what is it?
I heard you said something terrible to my mom.
What kind of terrible things?
You said you don't want to deal with my mom, so you told her not to text you at work. I heard you said something bad to my mom for sticking up for me. She's your mother too, even if she's your mother-in-law. You need to take better care of her. Respect her more.
What the heck? I think she's twisting my words.
Huh?
She makes it sound like I'm the bad guy.
Huh? You know what? It can't be my mother's fault.
Yes, that's enough. I've had enough of it after 20 years of endurance.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Nothing. I need to get tomorrow's files ready if you don't mind. I have to go now.
Hey, we're not finished. Hi, Nora. Are you staying out today?
Hi, Ella. Overnight stay out? Well, yes, but it's a business trip.
Will you be back tomorrow?
Yes, that's right. Is something wrong?
There's nothing wrong. You're not going to change your schedule, are you?
That's hard to say since it depends on the situation on the business trip. Maybe it'll extend a day or two. Why?
Nothing. Just checking.
Okay.
Okay, then.
Hey, Luke? What's going on? Please explain.
What are you mad at me for?
I just got home. The house is empty except for my personal stuff. Where's the furniture? Where are the dishes? What's going on? There are divorce papers in the living room. I don't understand.
It's just what you see. I'm divorcing you. I talked it over with my mom, and we decided to start living separately, so we moved out.
Did you do that on purpose? You know it's our 20th wedding anniversary, right?
Yes, I did. How does it feel to be handed a divorce on your wedding anniversary? You know, it would be easier to remember if we had our wedding anniversary and the anniversary of our divorce on the same day.
You're not making any sense. So you're saying that Ella agrees with the separation to divorce process?
That's what I meant.
Okay, I get it. But you'll still have to fulfill the necessary responsibilities that come with a divorce.
Responsibilities? Oh, you mean the divorce papers? I don't know why you're in such a hurry for, but I already filled out the divorce papers. All you have to do is fill them out, send them in, and that's it. I'm fulfilling my responsibility as your husband to fill out the divorce papers. You should check it before you start blaming someone else. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Let me ask you something.
What?
What are you going to do about your living expenses from now on?
Huh?
Your mother doesn't work. You're going to have to support her with your earnings. What do you think about that?
Of course I'm thinking about it. My mom and I have my father's inheritance, so it doesn't matter if you're not here.
I see, I understand. Are you sure you want to file for divorce?
Yes, I'm sure. Just get them out as soon as possible.
I'll think about it.
Good evening, Nora. Is it about time you went home? I'll make it clear. Please divorce Luke. You are no longer of any use to me.
First, Luke, and you're next.
What's next?
Just a few minutes ago, Luke texted me and told me about divorce and moving out.
Oh, I didn't know that. Then there's only one thing I can say. For me to have a grandchild as soon as possible. I think it's best for me to have you step aside quickly and have Luke get a new wife.
What? Grandchild? A new wife?
You heard from Luke, didn't you? Rachel is pregnant with Luke's baby, and she wants to marry him before the baby is born.
I see. I'd like to ask you one thing.
What?
What are your plans for living expenses from now on?
What?
If Luke divorces me, it means you can no longer rely on my earnings. Does Rachel work?
She got pregnant, so I made her leave her work so that she can be with us.
I see. So, the three of you, in a few months, the four of you, will be living on Luke's earnings alone.
Yes, that's right.
Are you sure you can handle it?
Of course we will be fine. After all, Luke's monthly income is double as yours. We will be able to live without any problems at all.
What? He doesn't make that much money.
What are you talking about? When you showed me your paycheck before, your salary was about $3,500 a month. I heard Luke earns double, so that means he earns $7,000 a month.
That's the opposite.
Opposite?
I make twice as much as he does.
What?
Let me put it in a simple way. It is correct that my salary is $3,500 per month. Luke earns about half of that. That's about $1,750 a month.
Huh?
We have lived under the same roof and you didn't notice? Your son graduated from high school, became a hairdresser, and changed jobs after he passed his 30th birthday. There is no way he could get such a high salary with no education and a new job in a different field.
But he said he was recruited.
He was fired from the hair salon where he worked because of his bad attitude. So he asked my relatives to hire him at their company. It's a small family-owned business, so they can't pay him a high salary. So you guys were living on my salary.
Why didn't you tell me earlier?
He said he would tell you himself, so I kept out of the matter.
Huh? Wait a minute. If that's true, why would he divorce you? It doesn't sound like he thought this through.
According to the text from Luke just now, he boldly said he'll be fine because of the inheritance left by his father.
Huh? Inheritance? There's no such thing from the beginning.
I'm sure that's true. His father was a spendthrift. Anyway, why don't you have a thorough discussion with Luke? It seems that you two overestimate and depend on each other so much that you are catastrophically lacking in the essential discussions you need to have.
Nora, listen carefully. Me and my mom talked it over last night.
What? You must have been surprised at how much you misunderstood each other.
Shut up. Stop playing games.
So, what's the deal? You got something you want to say?
I'll tell you the only way to keep you from divorcing me. Give my mother $5,000 every month.
What? You know my salary. And why should I give it to her?
Because I know you're secretly making money in the stock market.
I'm in the stock market, but I don't make that much money.
I'll give you $300 as a monthly allowance. If you agree to these terms, we won't get divorced and I'll tell you where we moved.
I see.
If you want to be a family with me in the future, you're going to have to put up with me treating you like an ATM.
I can't. I'm going to live in Paris.
Huh? Paris?
My old boss is starting up a children's clothing brand in France. I was talking to him about my divorce, and he asked me if I wanted to go there and work with him.
What?
I thought this could be the biggest opportunity of my life. So I accepted the offer.
What?
He asked me if I was okay with coming to France as single, ready to live there permanently, and I said yes. The only time I come to the US is when I go back to my hometown on some occasions.
Don't tell me you already submitted the divorce papers.
I've already submitted the divorce papers. I submitted it to the city office this morning.
No way. They said I won't get my father's inheritance, which I was counting on. How am I supposed to live with my mom?
I don't know. Oh yeah, I'm going to charge you alimony for your infidelity.
Alimony? Huh? Why?
I'm sorry. I know you thought you were hiding it from me, but I've been aware of it for a long time and have been gathering evidence. And your mother inadvertently talked about your cheating partner, Rachel, on the text yesterday.
Oh my God.
Oh, and I forgot to tell you.
What the heck? There's more to it?
Do you remember we took a fertility test before, just the two of us?
Huh? What about it?
You didn't even ask for the results because you thought I'd have some abnormality anyway. You see, I wasn't the one with the abnormality.
Huh? What are you talking about?
You have azoospermia. That's why the baby in Rachel's belly isn't yours. I'm sorry for your loss.
What? You're lying, right?
Well, I've asked my lawyer for the rest.
Hey, Nora, wait a minute.
We are strangers now. Bye.
Wait, Nora! Hey, Nora, what's going on here? Please explain. Why did we get your mail at our new address when we didn't give you our address? What do you mean by content certified?
That house is your husband's parents' house, right?
Yes, it is. It was my husband's parents' house.
The name there is your husband's brother's name. You didn't know that? He said your husband and mother-in-law are living there without permission, and he complained to me.
What?
I told him what happened, and he agreed to cooperate with me until the matter is settled.
Settled?
I'm talking about the certified mail you received. Well, I'm going to charge Luke alimony for his infidelity, and I want him to pay it in one lump sum. That's what it says.
Alimony?
He cheated on me. I have the right to demand alimony. And by the way, Rachel has already paid it.
What?
She was lured by her husband's inheritance. She said she's not pregnant with Luke's child, and she'll leave him because she can't count on his inheritance.
The baby is not Luke's? Are you saying he lied?
Not all of them are lies, but it's not his child. It seems there was someone else in the relationship other than Luke, so...
Then my grandchild?
I don't think you're going to have one.
What? Nora? You can get back together with Luke. Sort things out. That's an order.
I don't want to. I'm going to Paris.
Paris?
Luke already knows about it. Are you not exchanging enough information again?
You don't have to tell me that.
It's too much trouble to talk to you again. Ask your son.
Nora,
Goodbye. Thank you for all your help the other day. I've come to a decision, so I'll accept your offer to go to Paris.
I'm glad I could be of help. We're still a fledgling brand, so it's going to be tough until we get on track. But I'm looking forward to working with you.
Yes, I'll do my best to make a fresh start. My life has changed rapidly in a short period of time. Now I'm rather busy with the procedures for going to Paris. My former boss and current employer, Jack, is back in the US temporarily, so we are spending time together. He proposed to me that he wants me to be his business partner for now, but eventually, he wants me to support him both at work and in private. I think I'm a bit naive, but I'm happy every day. Luke was laid off from my relative's company and is working as a day laborer to pay his alimony. Ella is doing cleaning work, which she is not used to, but she seems to be into a new religion and is participating in some kind of religious activities. I don't really care what happens to those two. I'm a stranger to them. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my life in this new place.
Amy, it's been so long. Congratulations on getting married.
Huh? Sorry, but who is this?
If I said I'm Robin, would you remember?
Really? You mean the woman who left my father and walked out 17 years ago?
That's right! I'm your mother! You were still just in elementary school back then. It takes me back.
What do you want? I don't know how you got my number either, but that's kind of creepy.
Don't worry about that. I managed to send you a message. So let's have a nice mother-daughter relationship from now on. To start off, I'll come live with you to celebrate your marriage.
Live together?
Your husband is the one from the big foreign investment company, isn't he? To lock down such a great catch. You really are my daughter. Anyway, from now on, since you're my daughter, I'd like you to look after your mother.
No way.
What? Why?
First of all, I don't understand anything that you've just said. And I barely even remember your face. You're basically a complete stranger to me. You stabbed my dad in the back and ran off with some other man. And now you just shamelessly reappear all of a sudden? That's a little too suspicious for me. Don't get ahead of yourself.
What? Amy, I'm your mother. How dare you speak to me like that? I still raised you for a few years. Surely there's some gratitude for that.
No way in hell there is.
What?
Leave me alone.
Oh, so that's the attitude you're gonna take? Well, here's something to think about. You've got no future except to live with and look after me from now on.
Hey, Amy, do you have some time right now?
Oh, Christy, hey, I was just about to message you.
It sounds like something happened. Was it Mom?
Yeah, today around lunchtime. I have no idea how she even got my number, but she messaged me on WhatsApp.
Damn it, I was too late.
Did something happen with you, too?
Yeah, today while I was out of the house, Mom apparently snuck in.
Are you serious?
Grandma was home, so it's not like the house was completely empty. But right at that time, she was vacuuming the second floor and left the front door open. Then, Mom came in and looked through Grandma's phone, which was charging on the first floor. I bet that's when she got your number.
How do you know that she snuck in while you were out?
See, after Grandpa died, it's just been me and Grandma living there, right? When I'm out at work, I get a little worried about her. So we discussed it and installed a baby monitor in case anything happens. So everything Mom did got recorded on that.
I see. So she hasn't messaged you at all?
No, not yet. I don't really get why she messaged you instead of me, though.
About that, I think she's getting the two of us mixed up.
Mixing us up? How?
Well, when she messaged me today, she said a few things. She remembered that she divorced Dad and left us 17 years ago, but she also said that I was still in elementary school at the time. And I was supposed to have some gratitude towards her for the few years that she did bring me up. She also congratulated me on my marriage and asked to move in with me and support her financially. I really felt like she's planning something to get you to go live with her.
What the hell? After going through all the pain of childbirth, can someone really confuse their kids? But if she said all that, it really does look like she's mixed up both of our names. In any case, as if I'd ever live with and support that person.
I know, right? But you know what? I was thinking something.
What's that?
I wonder if we can use her own mistake against her and get her out of our lives for good.
Without correcting her mix-up?
See, if she's set on living together, that means that she doesn't fully understand our current situation.
Oh, I see.
So, while she's still trying to make her move, we don't correct her mix-up to buy ourselves some time, right?
That's it.
Well, it depends when she tries to contact us next, but we'll reveal it sooner or later.
But is that okay with you? It'll help me out a lot, but...
Don't worry, it's fine. If she thinks she's talking to you, that means that she won't contact me or Dad.
I guess so.
I'll take it from here. So for the meantime, you, Grandma, and your husband just should go about each day normally. Okay?
Got it, thanks.
Amy, by the way, I just arrived at your new place.
What?
I waited for your new husband to get home, and the moment he unlocked the door, I stole the key, ran in, and locked him out of the house. Plan complete.
So basically, you're going to just be locked inside the house on your own.
Yep. I checked out the fridge, and there's plenty of tasty-looking things for me to eat and drink. Today's the day I'll make you promise to let me live with you and for you to support me.
Aren't you ashamed to call yourself my mother?
Well, I am your mother, so there's nothing to be ashamed of.
I don't want to think of a woman who betrayed her own husband and was unfaithful as my mother. Can't you understand even something as obvious as that?
You're really gonna say something like that?
What do you mean?
I mean, come on. When I heard who your husband was, I was totally shocked.
Why?
Because you're hiding something from him, aren't you?
Hiding something?
Before you met your current husband, you had a relationship with a married man, right? Isn't it possible that you've still got something going on with him even now? And if your husband were to find out, he'd file for divorce, wouldn't he? If you don't want your husband finding out about your affair, you better do what I want.
Oh, that? You mean when I was tricked into thinking that the guy was single and we almost went on a date?
What? Almost went on a date?
Although that guy was a client at work. I guess he had a thing for me, and I felt like it might be okay for me to go out with him. But just as I was about to say okay to his invites, I found out that he was already engaged. And that's where it ended.
Huh? You were about to say okay to a date, but then changed your mind when you found out he was engaged?
Exactly. I have at least that much good sense.
Ha! What a waste.
Don't think I'm anything like you. I'm not just someone who can't tell the difference between random desires and real love.
Ch.
Hey, Amy. We're at JFK right now.
Oh, hey, Christy.
It's boarding time in 10 minutes, so I figured I'd send you a message before I had to turn off my phone.
You're with Grandma and your husband, right?
Of course.
I'm actually texting that woman right now.
Really? Right at this moment?
I know, right? I'm discussing the messages with Dad before I reply.
In that case.
Yeah, in about 5 minutes, I'm going to reveal her mistake to her.
Thanks for doing this for me. I know it must have been annoying.
No problem. Have a safe flight.
Same to you.
Hey,
Oh, I was wondering why you weren't replying.
the apartment that you took over? It's the one on the 5th floor of a building in the Bushwick, right?
Obviously. I saw you go in and out of this apartment, so there's no mistaking it. Since you're going out of your way to ask about your own apartment, that must mean that you're ready to live together.
Did you notice that that apartment is for 3 people?
What?
That's just a temporary place we were staying before moving into our new house.
What are you talking about? Temporary?
I haven't been living there for some time now.
What?
Since we moved out, we've just been staying in a hotel near the airport.
A hotel? Near the airport?
This morning, my older sister Christy linked up with our grandma. And just a few minutes ago, took off to live in a different country.
What? What do you mean moving to a different country? And what do you mean by your older sister Christy?
Your eldest daughter, Christy.
What are you talking about? My oldest daughter is you, Amy.
I thought so. You mixed up our names.
I mixed them up?
Christy is your eldest daughter. I, Amy, am the second daughter. Basically, the one who married the member of the foreign investment company is Christy, not me.
That can't be. The one I've been messaging this whole time is the younger.
Yep, that's right. For your information, I'm still a high school student.
What? You're still in high school?
Well, to be fair, I did graduate just a few weeks ago. I was born right at the time that you cheated on and divorced Dad. So I'm sure if you do the math, you can figure out how old I am.
If that's the case, I'll have you support me instead of Christy.
What the hell?
You must still be living with your dad, right? In that case, we can get back together, all of us.
Nope, Dad and I are moving to another country too, from a different airport to my sister.
What?
Dad works at the same company as Christy's husband, and they were able to organize a transfer at the same time to the same location. And luckily for me, I was able to go with them since I just graduated high school.
Why would you purposefully leave the country at different times?
Well, there's not really any particularly deeper meaning. After graduating from technical school, Christy was living at Dad's old house with Grandma. At the same time, I was living together with Dad in New Jersey. So it just makes sense to leave from airports that are closer to us.
Huh? Wait, hold on a second. I was so surprised about what you said, so I only just remembered. But did you say that Christy's husband really already left the country?
Yep, they're already on the plane.
Then, this apartment, whose is it?
Oh, you mean the man you stole the key from and kicked out just before?
Yes, who is it?
Who knows?
What?
Are you seriously still in that apartment?
Of course! I mean, I thought this was where Christy was living.
Well, you better get out of there and apologize to the current tenant.
How embarrassing! Hold on, this is getting bad.
What is it?
The police are outside! When did they get here all of a sudden?
The current tenant obviously called them. It's a clear case of breaking and entering, after all.
How can you say that so easily?
Anyway, the boarding time is getting close for me and Dad.
No way! Wait!
Goodbye. Sometime later, my dad asked his friend to look into what my mom was doing. Turns out that the man she had been living with since she left had lost his source of income. And so she left him to search for a new person she could leech off. Around that time, she heard about Christy's marriage. And that's when she tried to contact me after mixing up our names and finding my contact details. Then the entire situation with us unfolded. In the end, she was taken in by the police who were called to the apartment she had broken into. But charges were laid and she needed to pay fines and reimbursement. She doesn't have anyone close to call or to ask for help from. So it's up to her to do something on her own. If you ask me, it sounds like the first time in her entire life that she will actually have to do some work. For a woman like her who thought she deserved to be cared for and supported her entire life without giving anything back, it's the beginning of a very miserable life.